Done.
You're actually, women are actually not smarter.
There's no point in arguing with them because they're not going to get it. They're never going to get it.
She's triggered.
You just blew them
She
up.
rage quit.
She's triggered.
Literally, she's
You
mad
just
because
blew
she's
them
wrong.
up.
She's mad.
So she's smarter, so she just leaves.
Yeah, just like
she can handle.
Can't debate.
Yeah, you can't like just fucking
Can't debate.
Hey.
You're
I don't know
skinny.
what the
I'm
fuck.
fucking drunk, you piece of shit.
Now she's yelling.
Oh wow! Damn,
Triggered.
girls.
Yo, let's go to Rumble, Chris.
See, I
Bro,
was
this
trying
shit
to
crazy.
calm it down.
Come on, guys,
I was
Rumble,
trying to
guys.
calm it
Oh, we don't
down.
Rumble.
So prior to me deciding that I wanted to stay home, I was working timeshare and I was making good money. I decided that I wanted to keep working that. And he said, well, blah, 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 so-and-so is happening. And I decided, you know what, since you needed my support and or my help, I will go ahead and help you. So that's what I did because we were both okay. I helped out. He helped out. It was a great time. We had a good time. But then it came to a point where I decided, where I fucking found out this isn't really where it's at. Because now it's not my money. It's just his. It's not both of ours. I didn't like that. I tried to bring that up to him. And he was like, well, you don't need to keep working. And I was like, well, I mean.
So you were you were bored then? You was bored at home.
No, sweetheart. I
Yeah,
wasn't
but-
bored. I had a whole 5-year-old to take care of.
Look, Chris, this is very simple. She wants a man to do everything for her, respective financial, time, and effort, energy. Understandable.
For the podcast, I'm going to let you go ahead and
But
say
he
that.
wasn't the man to give her that. So she left.
No. Okay, yes.
But-
on to the next.
but
To the
first-
next
Let
one.
them rage
Shorty.
bait.
So-
Just go on.
As to the best.
But
As
fresh,
to the next,
the
shorty.
first thing she mentioned, right, was, hey,
Oh
he was
my
out
God.
partying. Hey, see, that's why he broke up with you because that's why.
Who broke up with who?
This is why he didn't want to come home because
she
the way
left.
you act right now. Like
I just think men need an excuse to do whatever they want.
Before he
Okay.
This is why he didn't come home because it's like you. Oh my God, you know all these antics. Just
Are we
like,
still on this
just like-
topic?
Yeah, see,
I'll
it's,
talk
been
to you
an
later,
hour.
Aaron. It's okay.
Are we?
It's been an
an
hour.
hour. It's a podcast. If you want to leave,
I feel like
fucking
we're
leave.
like losing.
I'm not going to.
I know. Can we move on to something
It's
else?
not you.
I think we just move on.
on
Like this
to the
is getting
next
annoying.
one.
I think this
Bella,
perfectly. I think this perfectly
Thank you.
encapsulates the problem with women in general. Is like they're never really happy.
Yeah.
And even if they get, the ability to be a stay-at-home mom or whatever, they'll always find something to complain about. Oh, you're not spending enough time at home. Oh, your kid wants you, etc. And I think feminism has just like fucked everything up because like before it was like kind of known like, all right, your job is to be at home. The man comes home when he comes home. He provides for you. And in today's day and age, with the way the economy is, like men have to work more to make to make enough money to be able to like take care of a family, right? So I think a lot of women would love to be able to sit home and take care of a kid, even if the kid isn't theirs, and have the option to have another kid. But I guess that just wasn't enough for you. That allure
Not
enough,
when
wasn't enough,
their
and you
man is
wanted
being
more control.
incompetent.
If I may. If
What was
I
that?
may.
You said-
If I may.
I said not when their man is being incompetent.
Just
I would
leave him.
argue the fact that he was able to be a sole breadwinner proves he's being competent.
Yeah.
In a world where most men can't actually do that, that actually disproves your
If
theory.
he's not
No, no,
spending
no.
time with his offspring.
Also, time.
That's
Yes.
what I kept saying.
Yeah, but okay. He's being a competent father because a man's job is to provide and protect
So
and
that's
provision.
their
So,
only job is
yes,
to
that is the,
provide
that is the,
money.
that is the, that
If
is
I
the
may.
main
Ready?
commodity
A
that a man.
father
Can you stop
figure
interrupting
is
for 2
important.
seconds?
You guys.
Yes.
The man's
let's
job
not
is to
interrupt,
protect and
though.
provide. Okay, the woman's job is to rear the children. From 1 to 7, right? Someone said that those are the most important years. Yeah, for the mom. Okay, your job as the mom is to rear the kid when they're a child. The dad really comes in as a disciplinarian in the teenage years to keep them from being fuck ups and retards and whores and criminals. So, like, realistically speaking, you're saying, oh, he wants his dad, he wants his dad. That's fine. Like, dad has to work, right? The father comes in later. I've always said a good dad like keeps his daughter off short poles and son's out of jail. And when does that typically come? In the formative teenage years, when they're more susceptible to be peer pressure, experiment with drugs, play hooky, do all the dumb shit that'll fuck their life up. So I get it. You're saying like, yo, it's not really my kid. Fair. Yo, I don't have any financial independence. Fair. But realistically speaking, most men can't provide for a woman. Like, hypothetically, realistically speaking, from this point forward, it's going to probably be hard for you to find a provider that's going to like take care of you and let you be able to stay at home. Most men don't want to do that, and it's hard to find that. So this is what I mean when I say women are perpetually like.
He's not wrong though. He's right.
Who's being sassy?
No, every man is sassy these days. They're all. Have you heard of the sassy man apocalypse?
It's what Drake said.
Well, a big reason why men are sassy is because women have become insufferable. Like you guys are just never satisfied with anything.
Women have become masculine. I think men are.
That's what makes you guys insufferable.
Because the man can't do the job.
Yeah, we've been stepping into our own, is what you're trying to say.
No, I don't necessarily think that.
No, women have become insufferable, rude, demanding, and quite frankly,
he's not wrong.
A lot of you guys want something that you don't qualify for. Most women want a guy that's going to be a provider,
we don't prepare ourselves
good-looking and
for
charming and charismatic, and the problem is a lot of you guys don't even qualify for that guy.
Also, you're becoming the man that you want to date. So you become the man that actually has the control, independence. Nobody wants to date another man.
Of course.
I mean,
I can say that because it comes from childhood.
I'm actually curious.
It sounds like you guys want to date another man because you're saying women are insufferable. You don't like women.
That's wrong.
That means you're gay.
Well, by your own admission, hold on. By your own admission, you just said that women are becoming more masculine, and you said that women are becoming more like men because we have a sassy, epidemic of men. Yeah, they don't want to date a guy. Women are behaving more like guys.
Can I add to that?
But it's because women are behaving more like men.
I agree. Can I add to that?
So that's why we don't. That's why most women nowadays are just insufferable.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, what were you gonna say?
Yeah, no, I was saying growing.
Strong in my
I'm just saying this growing up.
Men haven't really changed. It's the women that have changed.
Hold on.
Singing my life.
I love this
Wait,
can I add my input?
Chill.
Sorry.
All right, since the beginning of time, men have been looked at to be the protectors and providers, and we've been held to that standard, right? Women, however, are not held to a standard. You can be a boss babe on one side, you can be a stay-at-home mom on another side, you can dabble in between, women have way more choice than men do. So since women have choice, right, and men don't, this is why women have changed. Because you guys don't have to be homemakers anymore.
You really
can
think that
men.
women don't have a standard? Is that what you just said?
No,
he missed that whole.
No.
Yeah, no, he didn't say that.
Yo, nigga, you cook.
No.
Bro. You just missed that whole
No, he means to say
your
women.
life.
He means to say women don't necessarily have to
We have a standard. We have a set standard that we have
women
to meet.
don't have to necessarily settle for any type of lifestyle. They can actually they're the type to want to be independent. They're the type to want to be.
Everyone can do that.
Of course, but he's saying that.
Yeah, but the standard for men is that they're supposed to protect
decide
and
to
provide.
be a stay-at-home dad or and
You would look
actually
stupid.
be able to get
A lot of
sexual
people
access.
have-
Stop.
Talk. God damn.
Sorry, I apologize.
Shut up.
It's going to be very difficult for me to market myself as a stay-at-home dad and find a wife. Does that make sense? I will not be able to market myself that way. As a man, I'm going to have to bring something to the table to make myself a commodity in the dating marketplace for women to even date me. Women, however, can choose, I want to chase a career. I want to be a stay-at-home mom. I want to just hang out and not worry about anything. There's many different paths a woman can take. In other words, women have more choice now than before. And with that choice, women have changed their behavior. So what I'm trying to say is, women have changed over the past 100 years. Men really haven't, because we're still held to a certain standard and while women are not. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
So since women have choice, you guys aren't held to a standard anymore. I would argue you're now held to a masculine standard. Do you have a job? What's your education?
I agree.
But we don't care about any of that shit. You guys are held to a standard that doesn't matter for us.
Yeah.
I agree with the standard stuff, but not the fact that men have not changed.
If I may,
They have.
If I may,
They really have.
How did it change?
If you look at it in the 50s, look at all the songs that they used to write. All love songs, all about being a sweetheart, all this type of shit. Now look at the songs that they write. I want to fuck this bitch. Look at this big ass fat pussy. What the fuck? They're objectifying us.
Men have always been horn dogs.
Yes.
Men have always been perverts.
But back then they actually would ask people to marry them instead of saying, "Oh, I never met you. You want to come to my house on the first link?"
Well, actually,
the fuck is that?
they sang
All right,
the
well,
song
would you- hold on.
behind the scenes?
All right, so let me ask you a question then. Let's say you want to buy a new car. You worked really hard, saved up $50,000. Would you go and buy the Mercedes that has 100,000 miles on it, or would you buy the one that has 0 miles on it?
Zero.
Why?
Oh, I know what he's trying to say.
Why would you want to buy the one that has 0
He's
miles
trying
on
to
it?
say, I don't want a woman that doesn't have any buddies. Okay, I would buy the one with 0 because Mercedes are proven to not really be that good of cars.
Fair. So you got to apply that same logic to men. That's how men feel about women. If we're going to pay full price for something, which is marriage, by the way, because men take all the risk in marriage, women don't. We're the ones that Yes. Men pay 90% of the alimony. Women initiate most of the divorces. Men have to pay child support 90% of the time. Like, marriage is a big issue. Marriage is beneficial really to only women. It's not beneficial to men. So if we're going to pay for the car, right, and pay full price, wouldn't we want 0 mileage?
The reason
just like you would do in your Mercedes example?
The reason why men pay child support is because most of the time the women are the one who have to take care of the child. So the men have to pay the child support for that mom to be able to take care of their child.
That's not my point. My point is you're mad that men aren't chivalrous anymore. You're mad that men aren't marrying women, right? You're complaining about, the Trodcon era in the 1950s. I'm telling you that men have adapted, that basically they don't want to pay full price for a depreciating asset that's been used, which is what is a lot of women. You're referring it to a time where a majority of women, when they got married, were virgins on their wedding night. Yeah. Most women are not virgins on their wedding night. So you can't expect men.
That's not the point.
That wasn't.
A male virgin is not the same as a female virgin. I would argue a male virgin is unattractive versus a female virgin is attractive. We're not held to the same standard at all.
Yeah, come on.
Okay, but like, it doesn't matter. Like,
I mean,
I know you are bored, mine.
Okay, why does it not? Are men and women okay? Let me just so I can see where.
If I met a man who
are
has
men and women
100 plus bodies, and I have
let me ask you this:
bodies,
are men and women the same?
I'm not gonna want him.
Okay, are men and women the same?
No.
No.
Okay, do we observe sex and relationships
That's
the same?
definitely true. We're not the same.
Okay, so do we observe the opposite gender in the same way?
No.
Sometimes.
No.
All right, what do women look for in a partner?
That's different for every woman.
It's actually really not. There's like three to four things that almost all women look for. In general,
three main things.
The majority of girls, women.
Okay. Attractiveness, money.
Okay. What else, girl?
Sex. I don't know.
Oh damn.
Safety.
Wow.
Safety.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know.
Fair. So many of the features you gave were security features. Okay, now what do men look for in women?
Sex, attractiveness, and willingness to be a mother.
Okay, so great. So by your own words, you've described two different sets of standards for the genders, right? Men
All
are looking
the men
for one thing, and
see
women are
us
looking
as are people who are supposed to be mothers.
Pieces of pussy.
Yeah.
Whoa. No,
something
they
to
don't.
fuck and something to impregnate so that I can give offspring to the world.
mean,
okay, so with offspring, what's important to men when it comes to offspring?
No, I'm not grateful to be here.
Sorry.
In this country.
What are you talking about?
She's reading the comments.
Sorry. What?
Oh, comments.
I wasn't reading the comments.
Sorry, best friend. My bad. Move on.
Okay, let me just go through, because your first thing was like the whole thing with a man with 100 bodies or a virgin man or whatever.
Right.
Women don't care about a man's body count in general.
That's
they
not
care
true.
about.
I care.
They don't.
I do care.
Statistically,
you wouldn't even know.
I know a lot of people who care.
You wouldn't even know.
Most women, when they're looking for a male partner, don't really care about their sexual history. What women are more concerned with typically is their future, not their past. Does he make money? Does he have potential? Is he tall? Can he protect me? Women are looking for security with a man. A man, on the other hand, is looking at a woman's past. Is she a whore? Can she have children with me where I'll know that the kid is mine? Like, men care about the past, women care about the future. So this whole body count thing, maybe that's exclusive to you, but I would argue most women in general really don't give a fuck about a man's past.
That's not true. Every time I start talking to a new man.
Can you please stop interrupting? You notice how you keep saying me. I'm talking in general, okay? Most women do not care about a man's body count. They don't. They simply don't. Okay, and I would argue most of the most attractive men, you definitely don't care about their body count because other women want them. So you can sit there and say, I care about body count, but I don't think that matters. Or if you do, you're definitely not going to care about it as much as a man does. Like for us, it's at the top of the list. Yeah. For most women, it's maybe 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th on the list compared to the other things that they have to bring to the table. So your whole complaint was men have changed. They used to propose to women, all this other shit. I'm saying the women have changed, so men don't feel like they need to propose and marry a girl because the Mercedes example. Why would I pay full price for a used car? Why? And that's what marriage is to a man, paying full price for a female that's used. You're talking about a time when most women were virgins on their wedding night. So that's why guys were more chivalrous and more romantic. But who killed chivalry? Women did. Feminism. I want to be independent. I want to make my own money. Literally, you have an example right here. Hey. This is a byproduct of feminism right here. She had the Tradcon life, and she gave it up to be single and independent. This is what you have now.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
So that's the way I see it. Wait, real quick.
Like
So
women,
it's not-
it's very simple. Men are held to the. You guys can change what you guys want to do and your, everything else like that. But men still have to be men. And what you said before. Oh, men are changing, right?
May
Here's
I
the
ask-
difference. Here's the difference.
What if he gets physical?
What the fuck, man?
Boom.
That has nothing to do with what I'm talking about.
But
Because she's making an argument that men have changed, right? And like men aren't doing what they're supposed to do, whatever.
But I mean-
Here's the difference. If a guy's a loser, if a guy doesn't provide, if he's a bum, whatever, there's consequences. Girls don't like him. People make fun of him. He's not respected by his peers. But if a woman doesn't do what she's supposed to do, she's still respected. You go, girl. You don't need a man.
Yeah, queen.
Like,
independent.
Yeah, he's right.
matter of fact, let me be all the way honest. In my eyes, 27 years old, having had a family and giving it up like she did, that is loser behavior to me. Because a woman's commodity is her family. Does she have a family? Does she have a man she respects? Is she married? That's a woman's metric of success in reality. Because no one cares about a woman's title, how much money she makes, or education. We look at a woman, do you have a family? Do you have a man? A woman's value is intimately tied to the caliber of man that she can attract. Right? So when you say, guys have changed, whatever, the difference is if a man's a loser, he deals with consequences. If a woman's a loser, she deals with no consequences.
Who told you that? You're not.
What
a
if
woman.
it's the woman that left the man who provides everything for her? Just
That makes her a loser in my eyes. But we don't punish them in society for that, is what I'm trying to explain.
Are you sure?
Now there's one.
Yes, absolutely.
How?
Hold on, there's one exception.
Women
Let
that
me
are
ask you
homemakers,
something. No,
women
no,
that are homemakers, women that stay at home, they're ridiculed. They're made fun of. Oh, you live off a man. Oh, you're a loser. You don't want to go ahead and get a career. You're not strong. You're independent. Like women that want to have a family are literally made fun of. And I have proof to show it. Why is
Okay.
college attendance 60% women now? Why is the majority of people that are graduating women?
'Cause
Why
we're
are women entering the
smarter?
workforce?
No, stop. No, that's not the point.
No,
Stop.
it is.
Wait, I have
No,
something to say.
We are smarter.
You
I'm
are.
done.
You're actually, women are actually not smarter.
There's
Wait,
no point in
no,
arguing
queen.
with them because they're not gonna get it. They're never gonna get
She's
it.
triggered.
She's fucking.
You just blew them
She rage
up.
quit. She rage quit.
She's triggered.
Literally, she's
You
mad
just
because she's
blew
wrong.
them up.
She's mad.
So she's smarter, so she just leaves.
Yeah, just like
she can
Can't
handle.
debate.
Yeah, can't like just fucking.
Can't debate.
Hey,
You're
I don't know
skinny.
what the fuck.
Fucking drunk, you piece of shit.
Now she's yelling.
Oh wow! Damn,
Triggered.
Bros.
Yo, let's go to Rumble, Chris.
see, I
Bro,
was
this
trying
shit
to
crazy.
calm it down.
Come on, guys,
I was
Rumble,
trying to
guys.
calm it
Well, we don't
down.
Rumble.
I mean, if you're
She's not
smart, you
screaming.
would have
Well,
yelled in the apartment
We'll
building.
just go to Fresh and Fit only.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fresh Fit only for. We come Myron Gaines X. Come on over to Fresh Fit.
You wouldn't be
You
yelling.
know what's funny, dude? Like she
Yeah.
couldn't argue anything. She
At
just
all.
like rage quit.
She got the whole thing
I was
wrong.
trying to calm her down so I can say what's up.
Yeah. Nah, she was.
Look, and here's the thing that's crazy. Look. Actually, this proves my point. She's 19 years old and
Yeah.
she's fucking already indoctrinated with the fucking Kool-Aid.
She's cooked, bro. She's cooked.
Like,
Yo,
she's.
I
fucking.
can't
she's
even
cooked.
argue.
Ling Ling got mad. Nah, man, she ain't Chinese, bro.
Well, here's the other thing too. Like, see, for her, right? Look, anytime a girl says I'm celibate, that means that she went on like a fucking spree.
Yeah.
So,
She did.
she didn't like hearing what I had to say because I was like bringing up uncomfortable things for her. Like, oh man, this guy's talking about family and shit like that. I don't want that. I'd rather be out here on the streets and shit like that. I don't know, but